At first glance, the alternation of day and night seems obvious. Sometimes it is bright, sometimes it is dark. But the reason behind it is one of the most fundamental processes of our planet, Earth's rotation. The Earth is not standing still. It rotates around its own axis once every 24 hours. This axis is an imaginary line passing through the North Pole and the South Pole. As our planet turns, different parts of its surface are exposed to sunlight, while others are hidden in shadow. The side of the Earth facing the sun experiences daylight. The side turned away from the sun is in darkness and experiences night. This constant rotation means that at any given moment, half of the planet is illuminated by the sun, while the other half lies in shadow. The line dividing them is called the terminator, the moving boundary between day and night. It might feel as if the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, but in reality, it is the Earth that moves. As the planet spins from west to east, the sun appears to travel across the sky from east to west. This illusion shaped human culture for thousands of years. Ancient people believed the sun itself moved around the Earth. Only later did astronomers discover the truth. It is our planet that turns. The speed of this rotation is astonishing. At the equator, the Earth's surface moves at about 1670 kilometers per hour relative to the center of the Earth. Yet because the entire planet, atmosphere, and everything on it rotate together, we don't feel this movement. For us, the sun simply rises and sets. This rotation has been occurring since the Earth was born more than 4.5 billion years ago. Scientists believe our planet started spinning during its formation, when massive collisions of dust and rocks transferred angular momentum to the newborn Earth. Since then, the Earth has never stopped rotating, though very slowly, over millions of years, its speed decreases due to tidal forces caused by the moon. Day and night, then, are not mysterious phenomena, but direct consequences of this simple, constant rotation. Without it, one side of Earth would be in eternal daylight, scorched by the sun, while the other side would be in permanent darkness, frozen and lifeless. Our rotating planet creates the rhythm of life, the cycle of light and darkness that all living beings depend on. If the Earth rotates once every 24 hours, why isn't it the same time everywhere on the planet? Why is it daylight in one country while another is in complete darkness? The answer lies in time zones, latitude, and the tilt of Earth's axis. Time zones. Dividing the world into slices of time. As the Earth rotates, different longitudes face the sun at different moments. To organize life, humans divided the globe into 24 standard time zones, each roughly 15 degrees of longitude wide. This division means that in theory, every zone experiences solar noon, the moment the sun is highest in the sky around 12 o'clock local time. In practice, borders and politics often shift time zones to match countries or regions. That's why some zones are much wider or narrower than others. For example, China spans the width of 5 natural time zones, but uses only one official time, Beijing time. That means in some parts of the country, the sun may rise as late as 10 a.m. local time. Day and night are not just natural cycles. They are also socially organized systems, shaped by geography, culture, and politics. The equator balanced days and nights. At the equator, the cycle of day and night is especially regular. There, days and nights are almost equal in length all year round, about 12 hours each. The sun rises quickly, climbs high into the sky, and sets rapidly. Twilight is short. That's why in equatorial regions, darkness can fall in just minutes, unlike in northern or southern latitudes where dusk lingers. This consistency has shaped life near the equator. Plants and animals are adapted to a stable rhythm, 12 hours of light, 12 hours of darkness. For humans, too, it has influenced traditions, agriculture, and even culture. The poles, extreme light and darkness. At the other extreme are the polar regions, where the tilt of the Earth's axis creates some of the most extraordinary phenomena on the planet, the polar day and the polar night. Because the Earth is tilted at about 23.5 degrees, the poles don't receive sunlight evenly throughout the year. During summer, the pole facing the sun is illuminated continuously. The sun never sets, circling around the horizon for weeks or months. This is the midnight sun. In winter, the opposite happens. The pole is turned away from the sun, and darkness reigns for weeks or even months, the polar night. Imagine standing at the North Pole in June. The sun moves in a circle around the sky, never dipping below the horizon. It's bright even at midnight. Now imagine December, endless night with only faint twilight at best. Life in these regions is an incredible challenge, demanding humans and animals adapt to extremes of light and darkness. Seasonal differences and latitude. Between the equator and the poles, day length varies according to latitude and season. At mid-latitudes, for example, in Europe or North America, summer days can be long, with sunlight stretching to 16 or more hours, while winter days may be as short as 8 hours. This variation is a direct consequence of Earth's tilt. Without the tilt, every place on Earth would have exactly 12 hours of day and 12 hours of night, every single day. There would be no seasons, no long summer evenings, and no winter mornings in darkness. The tilt of Earth's axis is what brings both the beauty and the challenge of seasonal changes. The cultural meaning of day and night throughout history, humans have watched the cycle of day and night to structure their lives. Farmers planted and harvested according to the length of days. Religious rituals often followed sunrise and sunset. Even today, the rhythms of work, school, and rest are deeply connected to daylight. Astronomers, poets, and philosophers have all reflected on this eternal rhythm. Day and night are not only physical phenomena, but also symbols of balance, contrast, and the passage of time. We already know that the cycle of day and night is caused by Earth's rotation, and that latitude and tilt create differences in day length. But there are also special phenomena that make the story of light and darkness even more fascinating. Events that transform the familiar rhythm of day and night into something extraordinary. Polar day, the midnight sun. In regions north of the Arctic Circle and south of the Antarctic Circle, the sun behaves in ways that seem impossible elsewhere. For weeks or even months, it never sets. Instead, it circles the horizon, bathing the landscape in constant daylight. This phenomenon is known as the midnight sun. Imagine standing in Tromsø, Norway in midsummer. At midnight, you look at the horizon, and there the sun is, glowing orange and gold just above the sea. You could read a book, go hiking, or fish in full daylight. Your body clock becomes confused because there is no darkness to signal sleep. The midnight sun has inspired cultures and myths. For people living in these regions, it is both a gift and a challenge. Endless daylight means more time to work and travel, but it also disrupts natural rhythms. People often use blackout curtains or eye masks to force themselves to rest. Polar night, endless darkness, the opposite happens in winter. The sun disappears below the horizon and does not return for weeks. This is the polar night. In some places, the darkness is absolute. In others, a faint twilight appears for a few hours, painting the sky in shades of blue and purple, but never bringing true day. For humans, polar night can be psychologically difficult. Without natural daylight, people may experience fatigue, depression, or seasonal affective disorder. Communities fight this with artificial light, festivals, and traditions to keep spirits alive. For nature, too, it is a test. Animals must adapt to long darkness and extreme cold. But polar night has its own beauty. The skies reveal stars, constellations, and especially the aurora borealis, the northern lights. Waves of green, red, and purple light dance across the heavens, turning the endless night into a breathtaking show. Solar eclipses, when day turns to night. Beyond polar regions, there are moments when the balance of day and night is disrupted for everyone. Solar eclipses. A solar eclipse happens when the moon passes directly between Earth and the sun, casting a shadow on our planet. For a brief period, the moon covers the sun completely, and day turns into night. Birds stop singing, temperatures drop, and stars may become visible in the middle of the day. Total eclipses are rare and spectacular. They remind us how fragile and dynamic the system of sun, earth, and moon is. Ancient civilizations often saw eclipses as omens, messages from the gods. Today we understand them scientifically, but the emotional power of seeing daylight vanish in minutes remains overwhelming. Lunar eclipses, night with a twist. There are also lunar eclipses, when the Earth itself comes between the sun and the moon. The Earth's shadow falls on the moon, turning it a deep red, the so-called blood moon. While this doesn't affect the cycle of day and night directly, it shows how shadows and alignments create special events in the rhythm of light and darkness. Beyond Earth, day and night on other worlds, day and night are not unique to Earth. Every planet that rotates experiences them. On Mercury, a day lasts 59 Earth days, meaning long stretches of burning heat followed by equally long freezing nights. On Jupiter, rotation is so fast that a day is only 10 hours long. And on planets tilted differently like Uranus, day and night cycles are even stranger, with extreme seasons lasting decades. By studying day and night on Earth, we gain a window into how time and light work across the universe. Final summary. The meaning of day and night are more than just the alternation of light and dark. They are the direct result of Earth's eternal rotation, shaped by latitude, tilt, and seasons. Enriched by extraordinary phenomena like the midnight sun, polar night, and eclipses. For humanity, day and night structure our lives, our cultures, and even our myths. For science, they are proof of the cosmic dance between Earth, the moon, and the sun. And for life itself, they are the rhythm of existence, a cycle that has guided evolution for billions of years. Without day and night, there would be no life as we know it. With them, we have balance, time, and the eternal reminder that our world is in constant motion.